Hey y'all, welcome to Jabbermouths. I'm Ethan.
Hi, I'm JD.
And I'm the man formerly known as Barrett.
What are you known as now?
Bitch, dude. We're like 4 episodes in and you're already getting fucking aliases and shit.
You know, maybe I just wanted something different. Why can't that just be the name? If Prince, went by the artist formerly known as Prince and
That's
just
true.
kept it as that. I'm just doing that, but now it's just the human formerly known as Barrett. And everyone's like, what's the new name? I'm like, no, that is the name.
But nobody called him the artist formerly known as Prince. They all just called him Prince. He was the only one to call himself that.
You can go by the nights we fuck.
You can go by
The nights we fucked.
The nights we
fucked.
Then
They call him TKWF. Why is that? I don't know. The nights we fucked.
anyway,
My new kids book, The Nights We Fucked, coming soon.
welcome.
I'm just picturing, like, oh my god, like those old kids books with like the little like cartoon kid, and it's just him like this, but there's just a team of medieval knights coming out behind.
I was just imagining that as like a cover for like the Magic Treehouse books.
Yeah.
You're
The Nights
transported back
We
to
Fucked.
Camelot. Oh no. This got weird.
The Magic
What a
Treehouse
start.
and the nights we fucked.
What a
Nights
start.
We-
I'm gonna have fun editing it.
Jesus.
The Hardy Boys and the nights they fucked.
And the nights we fucked.
Anyway,
Welcome to the third installment of our discussions on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie series.
Yeah, this is our very in-depth thesis on the cultural phenomenon that was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
also this week we decided to see them delve into feudal Japan and how they learn about the culture of the time.
No, they don't. They don't.
They learn nothing.
They learn nothing.
They weirdly know a bunch of stuff like that I didn't expect to know. We'll talk about it. There's some weird stuff that I actually kind of really liked about this movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the 1933. 1933.
The
1933
1933 film, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
1993. There you go.
Will you hit cast and crew? I want to see if they have a director for this one.
It's not listed.
Nope.
Just the cast. We only ever get the cast. Thanks HBO. HBO Max. I pay.
At least it's not stars.
We pay. We don't actually. We got it as part of a bundle for our internet, but didn't we?
Yeah.
We don't pay, but we should pay to have
Technically, we're
good
paying.
Yes, we do. We pay for good fucking quality content, and that includes knowing who actually did the movie. HBO,
Hang on, I'm
you
looking.
cheap fucks. I shouldn't have to look it up. I have the. Why would you have the tab for casting? Whoever's paid to like put that on there takes you 15 fucking minutes. Google it. I'm
Stuart
just saying.
Gillard. Gillard?
Stuart Gillard.
Gillard? I don't know. I don't want to mispronounce
Anything
it.
else that was cool?
Let's see. He's an actor. He directed 3 episodes of Jane the Virgin,
Hey, good for you. Good for you. Something Gillard.
12 episodes of Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah, that was a failed CW
CW
series.
show?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a couple failures on your resume here, buddy.
What movies did he do?
So judgmental.
Rocket Man, 1997.
That's kind of what most of this podcast is.
A Man
It's
Called
just judging
Sarge.
movies. Don't look at me like that, like we ain't about to rip this movie apart.
Yeah, but I haven't called out the people.
Oh, I know. I mean, I'm sure he's a great man. I mean,
He's
he's much more successful than we are. We're recording a podcast that's gonna have all of one viewer, and that's me. When I edit it later.
Don't insult our viewers.
I'm insulting
our
me.
listeners. Anyway, this is a wild ride of random things that work and most things that don't.
I don't know. I weirdly felt the vibe in line with the other movies more than I thought I would. You know? Like, I felt the goofiness, and I felt that, but I feel like they did, like, the things they did well, I think they did really well. Like, I actually was kind of surprised in multiple situations about some of the stuff that they did decently.
I just think that the things they did well were so few and far between, or not relevant to the plot.
It's just the third movie in a franchise, man. They've been downhill for years.
I just-
Hey, Tokyo Drift was great.
You're full of shit.
I just realized something.
What'd you realize?
So I think the one thing I want to talk about the most is just the budget cuts of, oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
The costumes?
Costumes. Master Splinter, apparently they're paying him by word now, because it was just very few words at all. He'd speak a sentence, then move on to the next scene, come back to him, he'd have another sentence, wowee. But I just realized something.
What'd you realize?
The only outdoor shots of New York they had were B-roll.
Yeah, they're almost never in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're just in the underground and in that bar, and that's it. There is no New York in this film besides B-roll.
No, just B-roll.
Well, and it's just like a shot of the Brooklyn Bridge, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's about all you
I don't
get.
even think there's like the flyover of New York or anything.
No, it's just literally Ninja Turtles. Hey, do we get to go to New York this time? No.
Japan.
No, we spent 2 movies in New York. Fuck it. We gotta mix it up. Let's go to Feudal Japan. Whoever thought of that? Kudos on the creativity. 10 out of 10 on the creativity. 1 out of 10 on the delivery.
Not 1 out of 10. You just praised the film, and now you're going to go back and be like, 1 out of 10. Fuck you.
I'm praising this film. I had fun. Don't get me wrong. It's a bad fucking movie. But I had fun. I genuinely had some fun.
There were definitely moments I had fun, but it was still held back by just drop in quality.
Oh, extremely. Extremely. You could clearly tell that by the 3rd movie, New Line Cinema was happy to, like, get rid of this franchise. You know?
Yeah.
Because when the first one came out, got a nice budget, a decent budget. They we want to see if this is good. It had so much apparent, like, love and everything that the second one was shooting when the first one hit the theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And it killed at the box office. The first one killed. The second one made, like, less than half. Like, nobody cared about the second one. The second one was, like, universally hated.
This more than doubled its money, though.
We'll see. That's what I want to get to when we really dig into this movie here. Because when the 3rd one came around, New Line Cinema was like, here's your piss poor, shitty budget. We need to just allocate this movie space. Here you go. At least that's how it feels, right? With how bad the costumes are. And how bad the ADR is. And how bad a lot of the sound design is. It's really a lot of really, really bad pieces of this film. I feel like the director really fucking tried.
Yeah, I think he tried.
Like, he really tried. And the actors, you can tell a lot of the time, are really trying. Save some poor ADR, but the actors are most of the time, it looks like they're really trying to act the shit out of this movie.
I think that if they hadn't done the ADR, or had done better ADR,
yes,
it would make the film more bearable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of parts that are really hard to see because, right, they go to Feudal Japan, and every Japanese actor, and a lot of the time the American actors as well, on top of the turtles, are all ADR. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, 90% of this film was ADR. Right? And it's so jarring. It's really bad ADR.
Takes you back to Tatsu from the first 2 films.
Yeah, why the fuck? I still don't remember why they ADR Tatsu. I don't know what New Line Cinema's problem is with Japanese accents.
Oh, so we should make a distinction here. New Line Cinema is the distribution company.
Whatever, their logo gets to be first, they get to deal with my criticism.
Sure. It was Golden Harvest. Anyway, just wanted to cover the bases there.
Sure, why not?
Whoever, right? Whoever decided to make the film, I don't know.
Oh, no, you actually, that logic, whichever logo follows first, well, technically HBO. So it's their fault.
Yeah, I'll blame them too. They put it on here.
This is HBO's fault. This film.
Wow, okay.
1993.
I'll blame HBO. I'll blame Time Warner. I don't give a shit. Somebody fucked up.
Wow. Okay.
So, I mean, speaking
there
in
goes
terms...
all my job opportunities.
No, you know. Time Warner and HBO, we absolutely love you. Please fucking hire us. We're just 3 desperate.
We're just cool, 3 cool guys hanging out on a couch.
Yeah, I was just goofing. See, I was just
Not a
goofing.
black
Please
couch.
hire us. What?
Nothing.
I will say, I guess speaking of that, with the budget, I think one of the parts that hit the heaviest is it definitely felt that, like, so I know for the first 2 films that Jim Henson's puppet shop was part of, like, for the Turtles and Master Splinter. I don't think they're a part of the third one.
No.
Mostly for the pure sense of the turtles can really no longer emote. They kind of just slightly curl the sides of their mouth.
Yeah.
Or then every time Mikey or Leonardo talk, it's just op.
Yeah, it's clearly it's
clearly just
they all were clearly puppets like in every movie, but it's like comically noticeable
versus
how
in,
like the drop in quality.
especially comparing that to Secret of the Ooze. Oh, you see like these expressions, you see like their goofy faces, things they can do, and then this one just
and they're shiny and
they're
smooth.
and all the leather like on their costume is all shiny and rubbery.
And plastic, yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. And I mean, the face features does not help with the ADR situation either.
No.
It is really bad.
I'm not thinking with all the budget cuts. I like just to imagine going, I guess, back to the New York point of them, just them coming into the door. All right, and here's where we're going to have some more scenes in Central Park. We can't afford that. Okay, let's move into Brooklyn. We can't afford that either. Anywhere in the city. We can't afford New York.
All right, what do we get for New York? Here's
Sewer?
3 shots of B-roll. That's about all you're going to get. Get 3 shots of B-roll and a bar. How about that?
And then once you're done with that B-roll, we actually need to borrow it for friends. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you. Oh, how do we get the bar? Actually, it's my friend's bar. He let it. We have to be out before they open.
It's in Burbank somewhere. It looks like New York, though.
But yeah, so that's all bad. So the story, right? Apparently, April O'Neil, who is the same actress, they were able to save the same actress for April O'Neil, comes to visit the guys who are doing whatever normal shenanigans they're doing with the scepter thingy.
They were dancing.
They were dancing.
And
Raphael throws the fucking sigh again. Sorry, Raphael kills a speaker while they're dancing for some reason because he's just mad that he's having like an existential crisis, isn't he?
Yeah, about basically what they're doing living in the sewer.
Because they can't like go out and actually be noticed by anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
That's
why
depressing.
he wants to stay
Fair,
at the
which
end.
is
Yeah, it's just fair. Yeah.
So, and April comes and she's fresh from the flea market and has gifts for all of the turtles.
A radio, a book, and a lampshade.
and a fedora. She got the
Right.
fedora for Edgelord Raphael because he needs to start writing his incel thesis on 4chan, and he needs that fedora ASAP. And then he's screaming at Master Splinter to make him tendies.
Just picture that. Hey, Raph, do you think this will be a good hat for you? Hold on. Takes hat, puts on his head. M'lady. Yeah, I think this one will work. I think this one will work.
Puts it on his head. I don't think women should have jobs. Oh, Raph.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, oh, no.
I bet the turtles are more like, yep, that's Raph. Yep, you did it.
Okay.
Yep,
Classic
turn it on.
Raph.
But anyway, what the gift she gives to Splinter is
Who
some,
never actually
He
gets,
gets
it.
the gift.
never gets the gift. But it's like, she's just probably thinking, he's from Japan. He'll like this weird Japanese relic thing I found at the flea market. And it's
I would have really loved because she just said like I think it's Japanese, and I would have loved if like Splinter just like picks it up and he notices the writing. You dumb bitch, this is Korean.
Cut to black.
Cut to black. The end. Go home. Don't be
Right.
racist, kids.
It's some magic portal of the past and just fucking yeets April in the first 15 seconds that she holds it. Back to feudal Japan.
Because the turtles take 4 minutes to figure out that the thing she's holding is causing problems.
Yes, because no idea what's going on.
And epilepsy warning.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there
Blinded me.
was HBO. Another thing. I don't mean to throw more judgment, but Ethan made a point. Probably should have had some sort of epilepsy warning at the beginning of this movie. You're gonna hurt a kid someday if they stumble upon this very fun garbage heap.
It's rough.
It's just every time the time travel, it's just like, okay, you gotta look away. And even though it only happens twice,
It's enough.
both times were painful. It's like, hey, solid minute of just flash, 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 flash.
Exactly.
Do you get it? Do you get it? Time.
And they have a dumb time rule that's basically just there for the plot. They have a couple dumb time rules, but
dumb
one of them
ones
is
that-
you can only time travel with this little scepter thing that she has if somebody else the same weight as you is also holding the scepter in the time that you want to go to.
See,
Yeah.
Which is like, why?
a lot of films they make time travel rules, And that's good. It's good to establish time travels. I just felt like the writers made all the wrong ones, or the ones that don't matter. Oh, they need to be the same weight as you. What does that have to do with traveling back in time 300 years?
Like,
Hold on.
The 60-hour rule I get, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's
I don't.
I mean, it's in a lot of movies.
It's been
right?
in other like time travel movies.
Like if you
can't be
here,
away from your own time too long.
Right. You start disappearing.
It was also part of Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, okay, I guess that's true. But
right.
that wasn't time though. That was alternate dimensions.
Yeah,
No,
but you're
but it's
still
the
in
same
some place
idea,
you're not
right.
supposed to be. You know,
Yeah.
it's also the same
Whatever.
idea with like time travel of hey, you're not supposed to meet your past self because that could tear apart fabric
Yeah.
because you cannot be in the same place.
Okay. All right.
Once.
I'll give respect to that. I thought
Yeah.
it was stupid. I thought it was stupid. They're like, we got to be back in 2.5 days or we die.
Oh, I mean, it's just
But I'll explain why that's a stupid rule when we get to the end of the movie. Everyone
Okay.
put a pin in that, and we'll remember it.
and then
So they decide to go back, but they need somebody to basically babysit Master Splinter. And because of the whole mask thing, they need to also babysit whoever the 4 dudes who come through the time stream are.
Mm-hmm.
So guess who they call in? The big guns, baby!
The lovable divorcee, Casey Jones, is in. He's like, I beat all the teens in New York. It's time to retire.
I feel like he walks in like, it's time to go back to Japan and beat all the Japanese teens. And they go, no, that's not what we're hiring you for, Casey.
No, but you gotta let me. I gotta beat up so many fucking weebs. No, they're not weebs there. They're just Japanese.
Anime doesn't exist yet, Casey. Hey, don't you call me gay. I love that. In the first movie, someone calls him claustrophobic, and he thinks he's saying he's gay, and he takes offense to it.
I will say, maybe just come back from this stage. It's just watching, I guess, like just Casey Jones outfits where he's like walking around in like like the short sleeve hoodie, like the fingerless gloves. I'm like, you really think you look cool, buddy? No,
No, it's rough. It's real rough. But he agrees to play rat sitter.
don't let him get near the raccoons, okay? If he does, you spray him with the spray bottle, okay? You spray Splinter with the spray bottle if he gets near the cupboard, okay? All right.
wait, there are raccoons in the cupboard.
No, you're right.
The raccoons are in the closet.
Look, keep him away from the raccoons, and when you take him on his walkies, okay, oh, look at those raccoons, and just Casey starts spraying them, hey, come on, we gotta go back to the sewer.
Well, I'm just thinking of that, like Casey's just like, that's a weird rule. Then as soon as the turtles leave, the second the turtles leave, it's like a comic thing where Splinter was sitting next to him, and then he turns, wow, that was kind of crazy, and then Splinter's just gone, and he's just gone. And you just hear the whoosh of all the raccoon noises. No, down!
You're shrieking in the alley. Oh, God!
Down, Splinter, down! God damn it, you are fast!
It's the one time in your life you've been fast.
So they go to the past, and 4 samurai bros show up in the present. Right?
5.
Oh, yeah, there's the one that was April. April's samurai bro is also there. They have their...
Who speaks perfect English. Or near perfect English.
They do...
It's
They
not
do
perfect.
explain-
Like, it shouldn't be perfect. I agree with that. But they actually accurately explain why that specific Japanese man can speak English. And we thought it was bullshit and tried to call bullshit, and then we looked it up and it was right. Because Donatello... And they do this well, too. They have Donatello deliver the line, because he's the Poindexter. He's the smart guy. And he's like, oh, he's from Feudal Japan after... He must be in the late 16th century because, English settlers would travel there and trade with them. So some of them probably knew English. And we were like, that seems like very plot convenient. And then we looked it up. We were like, holy shit, they did their research. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This fucking latex turtle movie did their research.
Oh god, now I'm just imagining the turtles in BDSM outfits.
Why? Where did this come from? Hold on.
Leather turtles.
They're talking
Leather
censored.
turtles.
Latex.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, so BDSM turtles aside.
BDSM turtles.
But only for now. We'll put a pin in that. We're going to come back to that
which
later.
one
and
of
talk
them
about
ends up
Ethan's.
backwards on the horse?
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo ends up backwards on a horse, while
Yeah.
the others just can't ride the horse.
That doesn't make any... actually, that's a thing. So they explain that, they all have to be holding the scepter together.
But they weren't, clearly.
Yeah, so that doesn't make any sense when they're all on horseback. And they're all...
So they
and only
weren't all
Mikey's
touching
holding the scepter. How are they all able to hold it across 4 horses? They didn't.
No, they didn't. And Mikey... And for Mikey to appear on the horse backwards, that would mean that the samurai bro who got teleported was also on the horse backwards. Was he just a dipshit, like the dipshit of the group in that time?
Or
guys, I don't know how I got on the horse backwards. Teleports.
No, that's oh, who is that warrior? That's Slow Koji. Nepotism. He got on because of nepotism, okay? One of the higher lords, it's his nephew. Just don't make a big deal about it. He got to be in the honor guard. Let's all just get through today.
Oh, fuck, we're in New York.
So, and of course there's some legend. We get to see a scroll in the first couple minutes of the film of some feudal Japan legend of turtle demons who slayed some ancient ruler's whole clan or something.
They don't explain it at all.
At no point.
Perfectly drew the turtles.
Yeah, because it's before the turtles even came back. So it would make more sense if they had turned it into this plot line where we keep seeing the scroll and then we see somebody painting that scroll later.
Yeah.
Because the turtles came back. But no, the scroll was there before the turtles even came back.
So does that mean the turtles are either doing, this is the first time of 2 times that they're going back in time?
Maybe they're trying to set up for a 4th movie.
Oh, God.
Even more feudal Japan.
And this time, Mikey gets to hook up with the girl.
This time, Mikey finally gets
TMNT 4. Mikey gets laid. Gets laid.
TMNT 4.
TMNT.
No, the TMNT 4 is actually just them walking along a beach, killing a bunch of birds, so a bunch of sea turtle babies can crawl across the beach.
I just thought of something horrible. So Mikey does knock up a girl, right?
Mm-hmm. That's where we're going.
We're at term, right? We're at birth. And Mikey's
God.
And Mikey's let me get that. And Mikey's like, we have to do this where my ancestors would have wanted it. And it just cuts to a beach. And she's at the top of the beach just giving birth. And Mikey has to defend the newly born turtles from birds that are...
I would actually like to imagine more.
I hate sand.
Oh my God.
So imagining more of just, sorry, Mikey, I just don't think you're ready for fatherhood. I think he knows that he wouldn't be either, so it's just...
Said Mikey'd get an abortion?
Get a big Jesus. I was just saying he was going to hide in the sewer. And that's the best part about being a Ninja Turtle. You can knock up anyone and then just ninja vanish.
I'm sorry.
You can't track me. I live in the sewer.
All right, let me get this straight. You fucking hate on me because I present an ethical and functional solution for all parties involved. But you're like, nah, he's a turtle ninja. He just
deadbeat dad.
No, you gotta you gotta blow a load and hit the road and ninja vanish.
Alrighty.
So we're in feudal Japan.
Also, they couldn't even afford pizza in this film.
What do you mean?
We get a frisbee.
We get one burnt pizza in the whole film. They couldn't even afford pizza.
How does he make a deep dish pizza, by the way?
Don't fucking judge Mikey's.
They're New Yorkers.
That is true. I don't know why Mikey's making deep.
That is disgusting and wrong, and he will be executed by the people of New York City.
Wait a minute. I like deep dish.
Hey, it's okay.
I'm not hitting deep dish.
It's in the official bylaws of New York City. And if you were born and raised in New York, you are not allowed to make a deep dish pizza. Now, if you immigrate to
Chicago,
to New York, then you can make a deep dish. Then you can enjoy a deep dish. But I'm sorry, you're gonna be executed. They're gonna bring you to Times Square and start chanting.
Mikey's gonna come back and hang out with that dipshit from the second movie, fucking Kino, and tell him the whole story. But yeah, and then I tried to make a pizza. Really? How did that go in feudal Japan? Deep dish was not the way to go. Excuse me?
And he just like,
I'm sorry.
You tried to make they're sitting in a park and he just screams, he did deep dish. It's everyone in Central Park just running angrily.
It's the scene in, what is it? World War Z with all the...
Oh, God.
Alright, so...
We're just a bunch of shitheads in California. We don't know any of this. We're just going off stereotypes.
We're just making it up as we go. I've never been to New York.
I had some pretty good chicken tenders in Chinatown in New York.
I feel like there are multiple things wrong with that statement.
That statement.
Yeah.
I had a couple of chicken tendies in
Chinatown,
Chinatown in New York.
Yeah.
That's.
It sounds like
Planet
20
Hollywood is
sentences.
not nearly as cool as you think it is.
Oh,
Anyway.
everyone knew that. That's the same with the Hard Rock Cafe.
Hey, they got good burgers.
Yeah, but it's the same fucking burger at every There's
It's-
nothing special to me about the New York Hard Rock Cafe. That's
Um,
all I'm saying.
You know, it's a great place to go. The ESPN zone. I don't know why. As
What?
a 7-year-old, I really enjoyed that.
I've never been
You
to New
hate
York.
sports.
I know, right? But it was a sports restaurant in Disneyland. It's still, I think it's still in downtown Disney.
Oh, God.
Where like you have like TV screens at like each table, and obviously in 2003 that was revolutionary. That's like, oh my
I'm
god.
sorry, this just kind of sounds like fucking B-dubs right now.
Basically, it was B-dubs. You know what? I'm just describing B-dubs.
So we should just go to B-dubs.
Thanks, COVID.
Anyway, they end up in feudal Japan.
Anyway, what? Yeah, they're in feudal Japan in the middle of a fight, and they all get thrown into muck.
No, wait. What?
No, they go to
No,
prison.
not muck. They get thrown into mud from their horses. They get thrown
Oh,
off
yes,
their
Oh
horses.
yeah.
I'm going from where we left off. I'm sorry.
They get thrown into mud twice.
It's true.
The second time, I felt like it was heavily implied that it was feces that
Yeah,
they get thrown
anyway.
into. They get thrown into quote-unquote steaming pile of shit.
Anyway, and then what happens? They
Well, Mikey,
they sneak into the temple.
yeah, which
or
they didn't have to do because they already are wearing the honor guard shit.
Right.
Like they could have just disguised their dumbasses in, but whatever. For the bad guy, like the main couple bad guys, which are the like, what was his name? Did he hit B on this?
I mean, it Winters something.
No, not Walker.
Winter.
Walker's the American.
Yeah,
Oh, the American.
he's
He's
sorry,
the
British.
American.
The British guy, sorry. I don't know why I said American. Maybe it's because we like to infringe on other people's cultures, maybe. Ugh.
Noranaga.
A little political
Yeah.
jab there on election night. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway,
it's
sorry.
not election night anymore. Lord Noranaga? Is that her?
Noranaga.
I thought you were starting a prayer that I just heard, Lord, may you bless these turtles.
Lord, give me the strength to not slap JD in the fucking face. Anyway, sorry.
So in this timeline, does that mean that there's got to be somebody who's like, all hail the turtles?
That's true. You think they would have founded like a religion, you know?
Maybe that's what that scroll's really about.
Oh God.
There's a turtle religion. You think if they like came out of hiding in the present, then that like they could be like, we are God, and people would fucking buy it.
You know, I have to say, I'm looking at this front cover picture for like, you know,
The movie
for the
movie
film, like the
poster.
main poster, and does Michelangelo look super depressed to you guys?
Michelangelo looks suppressed, and Raphael looks like somebody is grabbing his dick. It looks like someone is grabbing his, not in a pleasant way. Like it looks like somebody jumped out of nowhere and
like,
grabbed his penis. And Leonardo looks terrified.
Yeah, he's the one who grabbed the dick.
Oh, Leonardo's like
he was
Leonardo
going for
just
the
went
scepter.
to grab like his hand.
Yeah.
Because
Grabbed
the
dick.
scepter thing, and he just grabs Raphael's dick there.
And Michelangelo's just going through some shit. just doesn't
He
care
is in the
anymore.
movie though. Mikey goes
It's
through
true.
some shit in this movie because like in the first two films he is trying really fucking hard to hook up with April.
Mm-hmm.
Like really hard. Like they let the writers really push the incest.
Incest.
Sorry. Oh my god.
Bestiality.
I am fucking out of it, dude. Yeah, sorry, bestiality. Wrong movie for incest. Sorry.
Wait.
But in this film, it's like, no, there was some sadness under that. He's actually like lonely and just wants
Yeah.
romance, and he's not getting it.
He meets.
He meets the random chick, who is like the leader of the resistance against the main bad guy, Lord Norinaga. I'm never gonna pronounce that right. He's Norm now. He's just Lord Norm. The bad guy is named Norm. That's his name, and he's shitty. And he should feel shitty.
He gets trapped in the bell.
He's bad. He's terrible. He's never good. And the actual bad guy, which is this British pirate-esque sailor man, who is trying to sell him guns and cannons, is the real bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And
we meet Casey-esque dude.
yeah, Casey's
Casey's
ancestor.
ancestor.
Yeah, Casey's British ancestor is there because it's played by the same actor with the buzz cut.
Who is
Yeah.
no, he doesn't even need to be there at all.
His character's irrelevant. They just put him in there because like, they paid for him, so they figured why as well use him.
His character is, I'm going to pretend to be your friend, then I'm going to betray you to help whatever his name is. Walker.
Texas Ranger.
Clint Eastwood is one of the turtles.
Excuse me, Chuck Norris was Walker, Texas Ranger. Thank you very much. No, Mikey calls him Clint Eastwood in the movie.
And then he just betrays him too.
Yeah, he betrays him because he was like, "Oh, I didn't want you to kill him. I have somewhat of a conscience." Like, "Oh, you get to get shot also then, you dummy."
And he fires the cannon, completely whiffs.
You never even see the fucking cannonball.
It's just an explosion.
Yeah, and it breaks a bell that they captured Norm in. Lord Norm. And Lord Norm looks like a dumb fuck, like pretty much like every other scene he's in.
Do it.
He's just shitty Palpatine. He's just shitty Feudal Japan Palpatine. That's all he is. Doesn't do a damn thing for most of that movie.
I really wanted Leonardo to behead him when they were during their like climactic, sword fight, and then he pulls out the scissors thing and he just like cuts off like the top of his ponytail for fun. I really just what a shift in tone that would have actually been of just like, you die here.
I would have loved that. I actually would have loved that because I feel like one of the bright spots of this, one of the few bright spots of this film, the choreography.
It's
for the most part,
really good.
For the most part, the choreographer, they let him do more. I don't know if they knew this was going to be the last one, so they didn't care, or if like parents genuinely didn't care, but they let violence be way more prominent in this movie, and I actually give a lot of respect to that too. Like, there's the lesson of violence and when it's a genuinely relevant thing, as opposed to trying to just censor the violence the whole time in this movie.
And we got rid of the Star Wars syndrome from the second one.
Right, where there's just a bunch of random bad guys standing
just
around while one
around.
bad guy...
Stands around like, I'm gonna punch you next!
Right, while one bad guy fights the turtles.
Right,
but
the choreography is really quite good for the rest of the movie.
Agreed. And it's fucking... It is actually kind of brutal for a PG fucking movie about goofy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Because there's this scene where Raph befriends... Yoshi, this little kid. Yoshi's a cool dude. I fuck with Yoshi.
He befriends the little dinosaur from Mario Kart, and he's like, "You're a cool dude, Yoshi. I can't wait to race with you sometime."
Right, but there's a real scene, because, like, they're in feudal Japan in the middle of a war. Like, people are actually fucking dying. Like, it does not shy away from it. It talks about it a bunch. And the kid's like, I have to go fight. I must be prepared to fight. Even though he's, like, 6. And Raph straight up looks him in the eyes like, why would you prepare to fight? Well, because I have to be ready to kill. He's like, you should never fight unless you absolutely have to. Mm-hmm. And even then, leave that shit to the grown-ups. Not your thing. You are too young. You are too innocent. Yeah. Let's go play, because you're a kid.
And he gives him a yo-yo.
He gives him a yo-yo. They go fucking flying kites together. Fucking Yoshi Raph for the win. Raph's a great dad. Throwing it out there right now.
He's a great dad. I want Raphael as my dad. You know what? From now on, sorry, Dad. Our relationship's over. I'm going to tape Raphael's hand over all pictures of my dad. That's my real dad now.
Well, it's just weird how, like, hard this movie tries to balance, like, serious, terrifying events with Cowabunga, dude.
The idea of Michelangelo dipping after knocking somebody out. And then, knocking somebody up, and then Raph just coming in and being, I'll be the dad.
I'll be the dad.
You see, me and Mikey have this arrangement where he knocks up a human, and I get to be its dad.
But I keep losing the kids, you see, so we gotta get this arrangement
just gets
going.
Back into it again.
Who's that? God, what the hell? No, get out of here. Are you sure? Who's that homeless guy in the alley? No, that's my friend Casey Jones. Hey, I'm gonna be your kid's uncle.
Is that a giant rat fucking a raccoon? Oh, that's just my master. His name's Splinter. How do you do?
Grandpa Splinter, when do I get to fuck a raccoon?
What? When you can do a funny like me, put a lampshade on head. Look, I Elvis.
No. That's also an actual line from the movie. No. And then he just, actually, if anything, it'd be different. Just smacks the kid across the face. How dare you talk about your grandmother that way?
Oh my god.
Give your grandmother a kiss on the cheek. And it's just a rabid fucking raccoon that I can't imagine is too happy with the things that Master Splinter's been trying to do with it.
See, I'm just imagining now Raphael as like a...
Raphael's a cuck.
I'm just imagining now him as a sketchy guy just like hanging outside of, like, just hands in his pockets, you know, just leaning against the wall, loitering outside of a Planned Parenthood. Oh, so you couldn't go through with it. Hi there, my name's Raphael.
I'm just picturing it like the first time, like that's when he gets the like confidence because he's done it a couple times. The first time he did it though, he's just like watching this family walk out and they're crying because they couldn't do it, and he just goes, "Hey, you folks need a dad for that baby."
Or if he treats him like...
I'll do it. I no charge. I just want the kid.
Or what about the same way?
Look,
It ties all the way back into Weinstein making the next one.
the Weinstein Company makes the next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle film.
2007, we're gonna have fun. But what I think is,
Oh my
what if,
God.
because like listening to you guys, like the way like you talk about you talk about cars. Imagine like that's how Raph talks about children. Oh yeah, you know, like my old one, Yoshi, Japanese model, really great, great quality kid. But I'm looking to upgrade. You know, I'm looking to get another kid.
This is so fucked.
Well, we're not saying the kids are getting
Look,
fucked. We're just saying
Raph is a
he
child.
genuinely wants to raise them.
Child
Raph
collector.
is a child trafficker, but for the right reasons. Like he
He's
just
not
wants to
gonna
raise
diddle them.
orphans.
He wants to teach them the right morals. I don't understand why that's wrong, Ethan.
Raph is
Look.
just raising an army of ninja children in
I had
New
the
York
1597 model. I'm looking to upgrade to like the 2011 model.
The 2011 child coming soon. I just want to do that now. You know, just come across family, just literally poke a kid. The boy is mine now. I claim this boy.
Well, so who does save him? Is it Mikey who saves?
Yes, yeah.
Well,
so
it's a tandem.
it's
right?
a three-way actually.
It's
Oh,
three.
God.
Yeah, because Mikey pulls Yoshi out of the fire. Leonardo gives him CPR, and then Raph raises him.
Well, yeah. Raph
And Donnie's
raises
just
him.
like, get that fucking kid away from me. I don't want anything to do with this shit.
Donnie's like, I don't want anything. I don't want to be within 10 feet. You know what? In fact, I got a pole. It's 10 feet. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm also really bummed they replaced, like I'm sure, like, obviously all the voice actors are also different again.
They
for the
all got
Turtles.
replaced.
But what I really hated is that they got rid of the higher pitch in Donnie's voice for the both of, like, the previous actors. And, like, he sounds like a slightly less gravelly Raph, but still there.
Well, it sounds like Donnie just started hitting the fucking packs of cigarettes like it was nothing right after the second movie ended, just out of pure stress because remember, didn't he had some sort of existential dread in the second one, didn't he? Yeah, that's why he started hitting the fucking cigarettes, because he found out that what happened was an accident and nothing more, and that's why they exist. So he just got a really bad smoking habit. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay,
If he's just
so-
like walking around trying to like shake somebody down for tobacco in feudal Japan because there are no cigarettes here.
Donnie deals with it with cigarettes. Mikey deals with it by knocking people up. Raph deals with it by raising said kids.
And we'll make Leonardo the incel.
Oh, I was just gonna say Leonardo's just a sociopath. He doesn't care. That's
Yeah.
why. That's why
No.
when everyone else was learning how to ride the horse and they were terrified of what they were doing, Leonardo's just standing on the fucking horse while he's riding by. He's like,
So-
"Joke's on you guys. I'm ready to die."
See, I say he's more like the Mall Ninja guy, where he just spends all his days at home taking pictures of him posing by his swords, like, I studied the blade. Here's how I would take you down, gentle sir.
Snap turtles instead of Snapchads.
Snap turtles.
Where are we in the movie?
Who cares
Does it-
anymore?
yeah.
Okay, well, let's do a speed run here. Raph and the kid bond. Mikey and the leader of the resistance that are trying to overthrow Lord Norm bond. Great. They're on the resistance side. Cool. They go to try to fight the guys who aren't on the resistance side, which is Walker, Texas Ranger, and Lord Norm. It happens how you think it happens. They break in, they fight. It doesn't look like they're going to win, but then the tides turn. The turtles kick the shit out of everybody. Lord Norm almost gets his head blown off by a cannon.
Do it.
And then they miss a horrible opportunity when Walker, Texas Ranger, is trying to run from everybody and evade everyone. They launch a catapult at him, but instead of hitting him, it hits the beam that's holding a rope that he is holding on to next to him, which sends him flying into a giant.
He gets
sends him flying into
teleported.
the ocean. He gets teleported into the ocean, basically.
Right, because
The quality is so poor that they just
he's there and then he's not.
he just like disappeared. They like threw a sheet over him almost,
Right.
Oh,
like a
God,
green
yeah.
screen sheet. And then they all decide that they have to go back to the. Remember when I said to put a fucking pin in the whole 60 hours and then we die thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 out of 4 of the turtles initially go, we're going to stay here. Let's just stay. Let's just stay and live life. That's fine. We belong here. People like us here. We should stay here in the past. I thought you would die after 60 hours, though.
Exactly. Now I want you to look at Michelangelo's face, and I want you to hear the sound of silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I want to stay back here, but you'll die. Yeah. That's the point, Donnie.
Well,
I want
he
a
gets his heart.
religion.
Well, he gets his heart broken in that last like 5
Yeah,
minutes too.
yeah.
Because he fell for the fucking resistance lady, but she's like, no, the dude who switched
You're
places.
a fucking turtle.
And I love the dude you switch places with. Don't worry, my heart will always be with you. Just get back the fuck
Just,
out.
I don't want to
get
kiss
outta
that
here.
mouth.
Get the
Oh.
fuck out of here. And then Yoshi's like, I'm gonna miss you, Raph. And Raph's like, I'm gonna take you with me. No. They're like, no, you can't do that, Raph. You can't do. We're not gonna let you abduct your
No,
child.
I just feel like maybe you just. I like to imagine if anything, it's just more of you completely forgot the kid, and just later it's like, oh yeah, Toshi? No, Yoshi, the kid you raised in Japan. Doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound like me.
And then they all go back, and then they dance, and the movie ends.
Just the way it began. I will say that was, it's
Oh.
interesting. The first 2 films, it started like with them sneaking around like in the dark in the night of NYC, and then suddenly the third movie, super well lit. They're just coming on screen dancing.
Well, we haven't talked about the transitions yet. The transitions between New York and feudal Japan are really good.
Like I
throughout
said,
the
there was
whole
you mean
movie.
the director
The
and the
sewer and
Sorry,
Japan.
yes.
Yeah. The director and the cinematographer gave a shit. Like, it's another example of, like, they didn't have a lot of money to work with, but they fucking
They had
put
$21 million.
everything
Fuck you.
into it. Yeah, they shot in Japan, I think. I don't know.
What,
that
you mean
they
the
did.
hill with driftwood on it?
Yeah. No,
I think you mean
I don't know where
set
they actually
design.
shot. I'm curious. Well, some of that had to be on some sort of location. Like, at least, like, the giant fucking feudal house that Lord Norm lived in. That had to be not necessarily like Japan location. That had to be fucking expensive. Like, that did not look like a built set to me. The village looked like a built set. It looks like they shot on location for the Shogun place.
I really wanted them to do a Naruto crossover, but I don't think I'll ever get it.
Considering Naruto didn't exist.
It didn't exist.
Oregon.
It didn't. It
Shot
started
in Oregon.
The credits on IMDb are Astoria, Oregon.
You have $21 million and you shot in whatever. A plus, guys. Yeah, I mean, I think we've covered most of the film at this point, and our fun thoughts on it.
And I ate a very spicy chicken sandwich that is working its way through me, and I'm kind of dying inside. I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm ready to go for round 2. There's a chicken place near us that does 2 spicy chicken sandwiches and some tasty fucking
So
fries
good. Oh my
for
god.
fucking $12. Oh my god.
It is just tearing through me right now. I'm right now eyeing the toilet.
But it's worth it. Not sponsored. Hades Hades what
Hades
is it?
hot chicken?
Yeah.
Hades hot chicken. Hades hot chicken. Fucking fire. Go try them if you are in the California area. Go for it.
Burbank, specifically.
No,
California
no.
area, entire state.
Whole state. I don't care if you're in San Francisco. I don't care if you're in San Diego. Get some Hades hot chicken. It's worth it.
I love how you're really stopping yourself from clapping. Good
I'm
job.
trying.
You're really trying. You're like muffling.
Look at that. I went 44 minutes without clapping.
Great job.
Fucking song.
Great
Look,
job.
do you see what you did to the wavelength there on the fucking...
That's why I waited for that second of silence before
All
and after.
Alright. So
Final verdicts on the film. Somebody?
You don't need it. It doesn't need to exist.
I don't think it does either.
I felt like Secret of the Ooze was a fun sequel.
Yeah.
But then just this third one, it's just no.
There was gonna be another movie after this.
Was there?
Return of the Foot, according to Wikipedia, or The Foot Returns.
Okay, so they were trying to set up another one. I bet you that scroll had something to fucking do with it. Return of the Foot?
Return of the Foot Clan.
The Foot Returns.
You telling me my boy Tatsu I could have got another movie with Tatsu?
So he actually got his own spin-off series on CBS where he has to raise 3 orphans in the suburbs.
And they're all Shredder.
A script.
Tatsu and the Shredlets. Coming this fall to NBC.
Dad, I found a pet turtle outside. Can I? No! You may not keep turtle! No, we do not have turtles in this house.
What I like to imagine, though, is that they turn into Shredder in the same way like Teen Wolf. You know, where it's just they suddenly, they're just during puberty, they start feeling these changes, and spikes start growing out of their hands.
Why? Why do I feel like I need to hunt rats and turtles?
Why do I suddenly want to start a cult?
Anyway,
Why am I
a
an
script,
incel?
A script entitled TMNT 4 The Foot Walks Again was written. And then there were concept designs for TMNT The Next Mutation.
Actually, that is the Next Mutation is a TV show.
Yeah.
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 If we want to watch all of that.
No, fuck that.
What? You don't care about Venus de Milo?
No.
That is the female turtle they added to the series.
Oh,
this
right.
was a show that was created to compete against... Actually, I think it was also by Saban, so it was part of the Power Rangers family. Because then they would actually have a crossover with Power Rangers.
It was with Power Rangers in Space, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. Look at us, knowing nerd shit. Yeah. I call you out.
You kept it below the peaking. Good job.
I call Barrett out on nerd shit probably once a podcast, so I'm happy to be part of the nerd shit for once.
I think I agree. You didn't need this film.
No, fuck no.
Alrighty. 1, 2, or 3.
Like we're giving it out of 3? Oh,
No.
like
No,
what's our
choosing.
favorite of this trilogy?
Favorite.
Oh, Secret of the Use. Secret of the Use is my boy. I gotta get, it's fucking stupid and zany and wacky in all the best ways. I love it.
Yeah, I think originally, I know in the last one I said the first one, but I think it did skew to Secret of the Use. After watching this, after like comparing all 3 now, I would also have to go with Secret of the Use just to go in with, you know, the ninja rap, the ninja vanish.
I think I look more favorably on 2 now, but I don't know.
Because they could play around with all that money.
Yeah. I don't know. It's close for me.
Well, maybe
1
you'll
and 2.
find, maybe you'll have a new favorite when we watch TMNT from 2007.
Maybe. There's a little teaser.
And we're looking forward to it. Till then, I'm JD.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm the human formerly known as Barrett.
See you guys next time.